Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update, my 1000 Day Challenge. This is day 972, so let's get things started. Alright, so anyway, across the board, especially for US equity, it's very clear that there is a potential shift for momentum even from yesterday itself. So seeing as yesterday itself, if you look at S&P 500, we actually break towards, even though we didn't break this high itself, we actually closed within intraday high. We closed at a high which was actually a higher close, especially if you look at the online chart. It's very clearly that we actually broke the high itself even yesterday itself. So definitely there's some sort of momentum. And today, if we can actually close above this high, then that would actually form a clear confirmation of a change of potential change for market structure because we are seeing a high and a higher high. So what we there afterwards is actually a pullback and a retracement before we actually break above that, and that will form a confirmation shift for momentum because then there will have a low and a higher low. Because even though all this is technically higher low, we want a gap between that to have a very clear, distinct kind of a change of market structure itself. So that's something that I do want to highlight. And similarly, we are seeing exactly the same similar pattern that we are for the Nasdaq as well. We close near the top of the range, and similarly, if you look in terms of the line chart, it's very clearly that we actually close higher than all of the recent high, even higher than this high that we formed on the very first time as well. So definitely things look to be looking on the upside of things. So I'll be extremely bullish if we can actually break towards the upside. And if we maintain above it or actually have a weak pullback and then a bounce above it, that will be extremely clear confirmation sign that we could actually continue this even further upside. In which case, for the Nasdaq itself, we do see a potential kind of a five-wave formation. In this way, this could be like a potential third wave, and then this could be a potential fifth wave. We will hit at the very minimum 13.5K region, which is this high over here. So let's see how things goes. And then moving along in terms of ASHR itself, we're still technically still bearish, nothing much has changed. So pardon me on that. But basically, yeah, so we do definitely want this high to be taken out to be a very clear change of market structure that we want to see. And if we move over in terms of KWAP wise, what we do want to see over here is similarly a break of market structure over here. Yesterday, similarly, same thing like the US equity market, we actually closed above all the recent highs over here. But right now, if we can close above that, have a weak bounce, weak retest over here, and then a break up above, then from a very clear high over here. And then after that, what we do want is actually a retracement, pullback, look for entry point over here, even on the shorter time frame, and then enter on the long side itself. All right. And then over in terms of Bitcoin wise, similarly, same thing. You look in terms of line chart, did we actually close above? So previously the closing high was over here, which was at 28.343. So yesterday we actually closed. I'm so sorry. So yesterday we actually did manage to close slightly above by just 28.353. So even though technically this closed above by one is a very distinct above simply because it could vary from exchange to exchange, especially for Bitcoin itself, because it's a thing that is varies exchange for exchange. Even the decisive one, but overall across all the exchange we're decisively above, there'll be a more distinct kind of a strength in that sense. But overall, like I said, this could also be another retest. You could continue if you can push towards the upside in this couple of hours and then a weak retest over this region itself, I'll be willing to put a buy stop order above at the 29K-ish mark or even above this high 29.3K region. Target here will be around 31.5K region itself. So if you're looking in terms of risk to reward setup, something that I will potentially draw something like this. Target will be over here, but that's not to say that it will be a hard target in the sense that it will be a trailing stop loss target in its sense. So yeah, basically this will be the risk to reward setup. And the reason why I'm able to put such a type stop loss is very simple because we are going to weak retest. The breakout over here will shows either very strong momentum or we are going to see a very strong pushback towards the downside. In which case, even if it's a weak pushback to the downside, we're very much likely to get within the range. It doesn't matter for me to enter this, and I would rather take my losses. On the other hand, if we actually decisively break, consolidate over on the top side over here, and then break decisively, then we'll swiftly hit over here, take my profit, move my stop loss towards the upside, and then remaining wise, I'll trail towards the 50%, depending on how strong we can go. We could even decisively go over here. We should bring my profit all the way to 1:1.5. But because I take away 50% of the profit, it will just end up to be 1:2.5 in that sense. Alright, with that said, I've come to the end of today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by your comments below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.